Speaker.
The Honourable Te Ora Flavel.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker, kia ora tātou katoa. Ka tai no a hau ka auki mai ki te whare pāremata, ka tuku i aku mihi mo te tau hau, ki tēnā tātai. Iau e tūnei ka tuku ngā kōrero poroporo aki nei ki tērā i takoto mai rā i tōna marae, ko āpirana mahu ka tērā, i te wiki ko hipa ake. Ko tamahuata tērā, i tuku nātu ai ki te kōpua papa tuanuku, ka mutu ko Celia Lashley tērā, i tēnei rangi tonu nei, ko tukuna rātou. Katoa o rātou, o tātou mate, tukuna rātou kia haere, kia moe. Anei tātou hui nei tēnei rā, hurinua, tēnā kūtau, kia ora tātou katoa. Mr. Speaker, by way of an introduction to the Prime Minister's speech last week, I unfortunately didn't hear it, but I hear from the other speakers today that was pretty good, that I was in fact at Tiki, paying my respects to Dr. Apirana Mahuika. I think about him today, and in fact 3 people in the last week or so. I mentioned them earlier, Tamahuata as well, on the east coast at Ngāti Kahungunu land, the area from the Honourable Mr. Foss, and also Celia Lashley. Of course, we heard about the news of her passing today. Mr. Speaker, those 3 people, along with many others who have passed on, have given a huge contribution to Aotearoa. In terms of Apirana, of course, best known for his absolute belief that there was only one tribe in this country, Ngāti Porou, and everything hinged around them. But you cannot blunt his absolute determination to advance the causes of Ngāti Porou in the areas of fisheries, foreshore and whenua of Ngāti Porou, and indeed te reo Māori me ngā tikanga o roto Ngāti Porou. I might mention Y262 as well as the Ngāti Porou claim, all advanced by him and a huge supporter of te reo Māori. When we think about Tamahuata, like Api, Tama lived and breathed for his iwi around Ngāti Kahungunu, particular passion for performing arts, founded the Kahurangi Dance Theatre in 1983, and charged ahead with a heap of other new initiatives, including the Waiata Māori Music Awards, creating the Māori Performing Arts degree, organising a number of huge festivals, Waitangi Day Matariki and the descendants of Tāki Timuwaka. And in about 2 weeks' time, we all go down to Christchurch for the biggest festival, performing arts festival for Aotearoa, Te Matatini. That'll be great, and that is a part of the legacy that Tamahuata has left to this land. And today, we have lost another one whose life was devoted to improving the lives of others. In this case, to improving at-risk children and empowering families to find their own solutions to the challenges they face. Mr. Speaker, Celia Lashley is the first woman to work as a prison officer in a male prison in Aotearoa. She wrote, spoke about and lived her work. Her work within the New Zealand Prison Service helped her to understand, to unravel the complex issues needing attention within New Zealand's at-risk families. We really need to start with a woman. And Celia believed that we will see the changes that we have been seeking when these women come to know and believe that their decisions matter, that they hold the destiny of their children in their hands, and that they can overcome the impact of their own traumatic childhoods. So that's whānau ora at its very heart. So what's the common link? I suppose, as I said before, they all have given huge contributions to Aotearoa, but actually they all talked about things that this Māori party absolutely believes in. And in the Prime Minister's speech, he set out the platform for the future, and I've been honoured enough to be given the responsibility of taking a lead in terms of Māori development, whānau ora and socio-economic development. Mr. Speaker, part of that big, huge plan is that my priorities will be based on pretty much on 3 things. Whānau, as you'd expect, the ability to maintain whakapapa is hugely important. Whānau economic development, of course, must link to that, as do strong communities. Whānau ora, for example, sir, is at the heart of my thinking. It's at the heart of our Māori Party platform and is vital to nurturing our children. Whānau are the critical agents for change, and this government will be prompted certainly by the Māori Party to ensure that we broaden the reach of whānau ora and make sure that things such as the Navigator force that has been out and about really do continue to contribute to the best interests of this country. In terms of te reo, I'm pretty sure that I'll be talking to the Māori Affairs Select Committee tomorrow about plans on that, and the view is that who better to look after the Māori language than our own people, but the Crown must not be taken, the responsibilities must still be owned by the Crown around that. In terms of Māori regional development, at the forefront of those developments will be the review of the Ture Whenua Act, and there'll be more announcements made about that in the very near future. Suffice to say that the current Māori economic asset base is now estimated at around $42 billion. That asset base continues to grow. There's huge considerable untapped potential still remains, and it's my responsibility to try and move that forward. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, strong communities. At the heart of Māori and regional economic development are strong communities. Strengthening Hapori Māori communities is necessary to support our capacity as a strong resource base for whānau, hapu and iwi development. I'm looking really at the whole notion of community hubs, and I'll be looking forward to implementing many of these things under the guise of this a relationship with the Māori Party and the National Party over the next 3 years. Kia ora tātou.
Mr. Speaker. This is a split call amongst National Party members.